Hello, and welcome to this month's Safety Minute. This month I'd like to talk about the very common slogan, Safety First. This slogan has a very powerful and positive message, but quite often the way it is sent is not how it is received, and because of that, the workers often misinterpret what is being said in this slogan. This happens because the term Safety First only carries two words, safety, the noun, and first, the verb. There is no direction tying those two words together. Often what happens then is this message is left open to interpretation as people try to plug in that direction on what was meant with safety first. For me, when I hear the term safety first, what I hear is safety is the most important thing we do. But that is not the message that was sent. What happened between sending that message and receiving it is that I filled in the gaps on what was meant with safety and first. And by doing that, I had to apply weight to those words. And believe it or not, between the word safety and first is the word that people put all the weight to. And just think about this for a second. First is a very powerful word within our English language. We tie it to so many other things, like first words, first steps, firstborn, first place, first class, first kiss, first lady, first family. First is one of the most powerful words we have in the English language, and we just tied it to safety. The reality, though, is safety is not and cannot be first. That is because safety is a byproduct of production. And the workers, we know this. We know that if we do nothing but safety all day long, we'll never get anything done and we'll most likely lose our job as the company goes broke. Production is the number one thing we do. Without it, there is no safety. There are no hazards to control. And because we just communicated to the workers that safety is the most important thing they do, yet in reality, they know that the number one thing they do is production. They are now left to decide which is more important, safety or production, as we put the two into competition with each other. What occurs then is the workers then put safety and production on scales as the two compete with each other on which is number one at that moment. Let's imagine it's a Monday morning. Everyone shows up on time to work. All the supplies and materials are there. We're ready to do this job and we have a whole week to do it. We have tons of time for safety. But as the week progresses, a couple people phoned in sick. One or two supply trucks was missed and not all the goods showed up when they were supposed to be there. We are now running behind schedule and it's the weekend. I have somewhere to be this weekend. Well, now we don't have as much time for safety as the two are competing with each other. The reality is, though, safety was never meant to compete with production because safety is a part of production. To have positive and proper production, you need to have three things: quality, efficiency, and safety. Without those three things, your production will lack in one way or another. You'll put out products that won't live up to the quality that is expected. The efficiency will lack and they'll be constantly late. Or your safety will be poor and your workers will be hurt and unable to do the jobs. And if you don't have those three things working together, you do not have proper production. So what was meant then by the term safety first? What I have described so far is the way safety first was heard or interpreted. And what was heard or interpreted was safety is the most important thing we do. It was heard as a matter of importance. But that is not what safety first was meant, because that matter of importance created competition with production. What safety first truly meant was to combine safety with production. And by doing that, we have to complete the sentence so that it is not left open to interpretation and we put in that direction that was missing at the beginning. The reality of what safety first was truly meant to say was, safety is the first thing we do before we do anything else. Within that sentence, we now have safety as a matter of priority. It's the first thing we do, not the most important thing we do. Before we do anything else, which is then the quality and efficiency come in. And by having that sentence completed, we now put out quality, efficient, and safe work, which completes production. I hope you enjoyed this month's Safety Minute. If you want more messages like this, please hit the subscribe button. If you want to bring me out to your workplace, please go to spencerspeaks.ca, as I'd love to share my stories and messages with your workers. And until the next Safety Minute, stay safe.